Shields up, Ironbreakers. We're on here coming at you with another video, and today I'm going to be bringing you some Anthem PC gameplay on a GeForce RTX 2060. This video was sponsored by Nvidia and EA, and since I don't usually do sponsored content, we're going to start this video by providing a full disclosure of the sponsorship. Nvidia sent me a GeForce RTX 2060, which I get to keep for personal use, and EA sent me 2 codes of 1 month of Origin Access Premier that I get to give away to you guys. And that's it. There wasn't any other additional compensation or any other special requests. All I was asked to do in return was a video to give away the codes. So we're going to be starting with that. If you guys want a chance to win one of these codes, all you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section with the word Thick Boy as it is spelled on screen right now, because we all know Thick Boy is the best javelin, okay? I'm going to be picking the winners at random on the 1st of March. It's going to be a Friday, so you guys are going to be able to play Anthem all weekend. And I believe that this is probably going to be when the Shaper Surge event is going to pop up, but we'll see whether or not that is the case. So now let's talk about hardware. The gameplay that you're seeing in the background is running on my Rathalos rig. Here are the specs, and if you've been following me for a while, you're going to know that my biggest bottleneck for years now has been the GPU. My previous card was a GTX 970, which surprisingly enough was still able to run Anthem at what I would consider to be a playable frame rate. It was anywhere between 30 and 40 FPS, unless there was a lot of stuff happening, at which point it could actually dip below 30 FPS. Now, I could have just recorded this footage at 1080p with every setting in the game completely maxed out through my capture card, and I would have gotten smooth 60 FPS because I tested it. But I figured out if I'm gonna showcase visuals in this video, I should push for a little bit higher than 1080p. Now, the RTX 2060 is essentially the budget option of Nvidia's 20 series. So this isn't the GPU you want to get for serious 4K gaming. Didn't really stop me from trying though, but even at low settings, I was barely able to keep 30 FPS. So I decided to shoot for 1440p instead. And in my setup, I was still able to get an average of 40 FPS with everything maxed out. However, I was willing to sacrifice a little visual fidelity to get a little bit closer to those 60 FPS, so instead I went with these settings. You can probably get better performance than what you're watching in this video by lowering a couple of these a little more, but I wanted to strike a balance with the visual fidelity and the performance instead of going all out for performance. But anyway, these settings got me a frame rate between 40 and 60 FPS when recording through Shadowplay, because hey, if we're going to be pushing the GPU, we might as well use it to record the gameplay while we're at it. For those of you unfamiliar with Shadowplay, it's a feature in Nvidia GPUs that allows you to record gameplay with very minimal performance overhead. And no, I wasn't asked to say that. However, my capture card can only handle up to 1080p 60 FPS. So Shadowplay was actually the only way for me to go any higher than that. But anyway, when it comes to the visuals of Anthem in 1440p, in my opinion, they look friggin' fantastic. Now look, Anthem may suffer from a lot of problems. That's completely, that's just undeniable at this point. However, its solid art direction and visual fidelity are still amazing, even if they didn't end up matching to the ambitions of the E3 trailers. I think this is actually the first time I uploaded anything higher than 1080p, so I'm actually curious as to how many of you are watching this in 1440p. So let me know in the comment section below, and remember to add Thick Boy to your comment for a chance to win one of those Origin codes. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.